Get you focused and pretty here. All right, man. Big fight week. How do you feel?
I feel good. I can't wait till it's Friday.
How is how's the camp for this one? And you're not young anymore like these guys. You're old like me.
I like to be the old man on the in the tournament. It gives some fans to root for.
Do you one thing I've kind of noticed looking back at the resume is that you've been remarkably consistent in when you've been able to fight. There has been maybe one actual lull in your whole career. How do you kind of manage to keep that pace going and where you're fighting 2 and 3 times a year at this point still?
I think for me is I'm just a fighter. I'm an old school guy, so I just fight when someone says, "Hey, you want to fight?" I'm like, "Okay, cool. Let's make this happen." I think everybody else kind of pick and chooses who they fight, and kind of like, well, I don't know, I'm old school guy. We work through injuries. If you're injured, you're just like, let's It hurts, but I'm not 100%. I'm 80%, maybe 70%. But the show must still go on because it is show business.
Do you remember the last 2 times that you fought in this building? Because it's been a while.
Last time, I actually defended my IFL belt, and then I actually won my Grand Prix belt there. So I like what
it's crazy to think about, right? I mean, and now you get to go through that process again back here, starting in this building.
I could start the Grand Prix off right.
Talk a little bit about the last one and kind of getting that first Bellator win under your belt and what that was like. Was there any kind of pressure to just make sure you went out there and got a win, or was it just business as usual?
I think the pressure is always just to go out and get a W, but when you're fighting for a Grand Prix or for the belt, there's a little bit more pressure. But you just go out there and as long as you just handle your business, you're okay.
When they gave you this matchup, and you knew it's a fight that you had already won and won rather handily, even though it had been a few years, what were your thoughts on the matchup and just kind of Matt in general?
I've known Matt for a long time, so it wasn't one of the first fights because I thought Matt was gonna be because he just beat Fedor, so I figured they would hold him out of the tournament or something like that. But the way I looked at as long as I was in the tournament, I just know I had to beat 3 guys. I didn't care what 3 guys it was, so it just made it real simple for me.
Does the first fight go completely out the window and it doesn't make any difference anymore, or are you able to look back on that one and say, all right, these are some of the physical things that he brings to the table that I remember from the first time around, even if it was 5 years ago or whatever?
No, it would be different if we had a 3-round war or a 5-round war. I think it was only 2 minutes, so it's like just going out there and just going, oh, what'd you do today? That doesn't really mean anything.
Do you look at this opportunity, this tournament opportunity, as, I don't want to call it a career resurgence because you've never gone away or anything like that, but suddenly it's this opportunity to, now you've got a chance to win a major title, and you're here, you're new to this thing in Bellator. It's a big deal tournament. There's a lot of huge names in it. Is this like a career resurgence?
No, it's never a career resurgence unless you went away. Bellator, UFC, Risen or Ryzen, I fight it because I'm the fighter, so it doesn't matter what organization it is. I know I'm the best in the world, so it's just one of those things.
How do you, is the ideal way to get it done on Friday to knock him out again?
Friday to get it done is I walk in there and Matt has kidney stones and says, hey, I gotta go.
You prefer that to getting to punch him around a little bit?
To me, it doesn't matter as long as my hands are raised.
Yeah. Sweet. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, Roy, you recently said in an interview that you feel like you're the best you've ever been right now. Why do you feel that way?
Best is because as a fighter, you just want to be the better fighter every time you go out there. So as long as I'm the best fighter that I possibly can, that's all that matters.
You win this tournament. Obviously, there's some big names in this tournament. You win this tournament, adds to your legacy. How important is that to you?
You know what? I've already added a lot to my legacy. This is just like gravy on top. So it's like that's for me, I just want to go out there and just have fun.
We spoke with Matt earlier. He mentioned that he feels that you and him are the two top people, the two favorites in this tournament. A lot of people are predicting that the winner of this fight wins the whole tournament. Are you surprised that you guys got matched in the first round and not in the finals?
I thought we would be matched on the other side of the brackets, but, I didn't match them, so, but whatever. But the way Matt says it, we're number one, number two. So we're fighting for the heavyweight belt for Bellator. And then my next fight will be after that will be for the light heavyweight championship. And then the fight after that will be for the World Grand Prix. So I'll have 3 belts.
3 belts. Who would you think is the biggest threat to you in this whole tournament?
Roy Nelson.
Okay. Is there anybody you would like to face?
You know what? There's actually quite a few. I mean, Fedor would be nice just because it's one of those bucket list type things. Just for the pure fact that I'll be the only man to have a trifecta. Like it's Crow Cop, Big Nog, and Fedor. Those are like the 3 heavyweight legends.
Is it hard to, not look forward to the next matchups, not look towards Bader, Mo? Is it hard to not focus on those?
I don't even focus. That's not even a focus. Like, I got to get through Matt, and then after that, then I worry about it. I'm a procrastinator.
Okay. How about a prediction for Fedor versus Mir? Who do you got winning that?
That one's a tough one. I think it all depends on the drug testing. Like there's a whole bunch of there's a lot of things it all that comes to the table on that one.
And how about King Mo and Ryan Bader? Who do you got winning that one?
I got Mo. That's my boy, and I want Mo to win, and then Mo to go back down to light heavyweight.
Okay. No, any issues with it fighting a friend?
Right now, no, because I'm not fighting him. So
I got another question.
Do you feel like having a good sense of humor has helped you stay calm, leading up to fights and part of your success?
I think having a sense of humor just allows you to have a good life. Not necessarily fighting. I mean, if I had a crappy job somewhere else, it'd make my job so much better.
That's for sure. I saw that on the Ultimate Fight, you had some of the best coaches in the history. Like you brought in Nick, Nate, Rashad, Jake, Shields, Oyce. Is that something you look forward to doing after fighting, going back to teaching guys and helping up-and-comers?
Yeah, no, for me, I always, anybody that I like to help out. It doesn't matter if you're a pro, amateur, or a guy just starting out. As long as, I like you, I have no problem helping you out.
First off, welcome to Connecticut.
Thanks.
And let's check out that shirt that you got going on there. Big country shirt. First off, my first question to you is, you're in Connecticut, what's the state been like for Bellator compared to any other organization? Are you comfortable? What's this trip been like?
It's been, as soon as we got off the plane, we did media, and what are we doing now? We're media. So, it's anything that, help promote the fight, I'm all about. But at the end of the day, it's, for Friday, February 16th, I'm fighting Matt Montreal on Paramount Network at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Thank you.
Do you have an official prediction for this fight?
My hand raised. It's real simple.
My very last question for you. There's been some MMA fighters jump out of professional wrestling. You've been talking about retirement. You seem like the perfect personality for that. Would you move over to WF?
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Why would I have to retire from fighting?
That's a good answer for me.
It's close enough. It's just I just know the outcome. And we're done.